I want to introduce everybody to the one and only CeCia Carson in the house, and I'm going to let you have the stage and introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, everybody tuning in. I am Cechia Carson. I am the founder of Cakes and Sweets by CeCe. I think I am quote me if I'm wrong, but I think I am the first Black female to have a bakery, a walk-in cake shop in the Clarksville area, if I'm not mistaken. I opened a bakery in 2014 and sadly closed it in 2020 and been working from home ever since. So that's a little background on me. What else you want to know, Mr. Woods? Dr. Woods.
That's perfect. Hey,
Okay.
I just wanted to welcome you, get you comfortable and everything. And we're going to dive on into this first one. And then after that, I'm going to be posting different pictures and stuff that you have done, just so people can see your creativity, and we're going to go from there. You feel me?
Nice. Okay.
All right. So let's go into scratch to success. Break that down for us. What do you mean scratch to success?
From scratch. I think that's what is that what you're saying? From scratch?
Yeah, from scratch to success.
Yeah. Meaning from scratch. Meaning I started out as a home baker and ventured out into my own brick and mortar, and it was successful for me for 5 years. I think any business every day is successful if you make it to the next. So started from scratch, meaning from the bottom. I started a GoFundMe in May, and I opened the doors in August. So it moved really quick, and that's, yeah.
Okay. So when you say scratch to success, what is it that, okay, you talk about starting off from the beginning. Mm-hmm. What else is it that you want your audience to know about the type of custom cakes you do, desserts you do? What is it that make you stand out?
So custom cakes, first of all, is a luxury. It's not a guarantee that it's not a need. Okay. People want custom clothes, shoes, wigs, they don't factor in the cake part of it. So cakes are a luxury. And if you want something custom, you obviously have to pay for it and plan for it. What I do is all custom. Every cake I make is geared towards the customer, what they want, exactly how they want it. It's not mass produced. It's basically, it's custom pretty much. So that's the love of what I do. I am the custom cake artist. I am an artist, and I love when people admire my work and
go from there.
Me. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, let me start bringing on one of your cakes, and you tell me what is it we see here.
Okay. So at the top left is it's pretty all edible. All my cakes are pretty much all edible, with a few little minor things, that I have to use to bring the cake to life. But for the most part, the chicken cake is all edible except for the plate that the chicken is in and the little containers. Everything else is made out of Rice Krispies or marzipan or fondant. So fun bringing cakes to life, making them look realistic. The cake next to that is a Rolex cake, all edible. Underneath that is a Jordan shoe. I don't know my numbers. Jordan 1, 2s, 3s.
Me neither. I just know it's a Jordan. It's a Nike. I don't know it's a Jordan. I just know it's a Nike.
I just say, send me a picture.
That's what's up. All right, what's this one at the bottom? Look like a
So
bunch of.
the so that's like I was trying to find some fraternity sorority cakes. I had a few that I've done
Okay.
throughout the years. Um and then the Harry Potter book cake, those, Harry Potter is a very, very popular never die theme. And then the popular heart cake at the bottom. And the butterflies are edible as well. So I just like to bring cakes to life, give you
Cool.
what you want.
So pretty much, no matter what people want, the design, you can make it happen just for them.
So I used to tell people if it's been done before, it can be done again. But with the exceptions, like I know my limit, I know what I'm not going to even try to attempt to do something if I don't feel comfortable doing it. But I'm always up for the challenge. And if it's been done before, I can probably do it again, So I'm self-taught, so I just go to YouTube, or you just do your homework and make it happen. If it's your talent, if you know what you're doing, you'll do it.
That's what's up. Keep pressing towards the mark. All right. Well, let me ask you this one. Let's talk about a sweet lesson in resilience. I like that one.
Okay.
Dissect that one for us.
So I got my little notes, okay? Because I haven't talked about what I do. I just do what I do. I don't really necessarily talk about it as much. But my lessons in resilience. I don't know, Chop. I don't know if I want to.
It's getting a little too deep.
Yeah, that probably will flow. Like, I need to talk more about something else. Let's pass that one real fast.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this then. I look at, and I've seen some of your designs and some of your cakes, and I'm not a cake eater. I'm not big on sweets. But one of the worst sweet for you I like is caramel. I like caramel apples.
Your caramel apples, yes.
Yeah, I'm a big caramel apple person, or some chess pie. That's about as far as I go with sweets.
Did you pause again? I didn't have that one written down.
All right, you there?
Yeah, you had pause. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was the internet I was telling you about.
Okay.
I'm a big caramel apple fan. Like when I would go to Disney World, I really wouldn't eat nothing else. Good. And I think, and I always like to put out there other things that you do a great job. So them caramel apple was good for me. I just want you to know that. All right, let's dissect this cake right here.
All right, so let's dissect it. So this is a friend, a customer turned friend. That's Shay Nicole. She is a R&B singer. And she has many songs, many hits. And you guys can hear her on the radio. But yeah, she's a long-term customer. And I love her.
Okay, and what exactly is the cake? Is these colored strawberries on that?
So yes, I'm sorry, I got caught up in my customers. I love my customers. But yes, so the strawberries on top of I think it's an 8-inch cake. Yep. And so her picture is on the front, an edible picture, and strawberries, and Just make it look beautiful. I don't stop until I say, okay, now that
Until it's
it's
done.
cute. Yes. I
Okay.
don't
Now
stop until it's cute.
let me ask you this: if you had someone that wanted to begin in this industry, what bit of advice would you give a person starting out with this?
Um, it's not the same as it used to be. But if it is your talent, if it is your love, if it is something that you want to do, I say do it. Find your strong points, at what you can do. If you can dip, if you can dip chocolate covered strawberries perfectly, then you make that your number one, what you always push out. Show what you do perfectly, beautifully, and push that out. But as far as cakes, the market is so saturated. Is too many people trying to do the same thing. COVID allowed a lot of people to stay at home and figure out what they was good at, and
Yeah, it did.
they are running with it. And where before nobody could work from home, where it was like forbidden to do, illegal to do, now everybody and anybody can do it. And so it's just too easy now for somebody to reach out and say, how much is this cake? And I give a quote of 150. But then the girl down the street gives a quote of 50 because it's a hobby and she got a day off and she just like what she do and she do a good job at it. Don't get me wrong, but she don't want to charge what her worth is. She's just happy to get somebody to
explain that to the audience how the rules were before COVID.
All right, hold on one second. I think somebody's trying to come on. Let me see here.
Okay.
CeCe, are you trying to come on? All right, remove her. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So beforehand, where it was like very forbidden for people to work from home, like I said, now it's very easy to do anything. You can do anything at home and basically sell it now. So now,
I think COVID really pushed a lot of people to find a niche, find a passion, find a hobby,
yeah,
and
like
see if
some of
it's
these
something
girls
out there that somebody's willing
always,
to pay them.
yes, these girls knew they was good. They just couldn't afford to just stay at home and make cakes for who. But COVID
Yeah,
allowed people to stay at home and make cakes for everybody because we didn't
yeah,
have the grocery stores no more, you know. And so now they making more money at home than they if they were going to work, or equal, you know,
right.
because you can make a good amount of money at working from home, whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
the market is so saturated. You just have to find
you got to
where you're
find your
supposed to
niche.
be. You have to find your niche,
You got to find your niche.
and find where you're supposed to be. And if the market is too overpopulated, like I feel like I am like on a different level than some of these girls here, you know, some of these cake decorators, some of these bakers, not all girls, because there are some men too,
Right.
but I am at a level where I feel like I've outgrown my area because now, you know, they're doing just as good work, tasting just as good, but I'm going to be here as far as what I expect to be paid, you know, for my time and
Yeah.
my talent and all that, and they can just be here, so I'm never going to win. I'm never.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let's see here. What you got, Doc?
I just want to throw a little tidbit in there right quick. One of the things that was going on before COVID, there were a lot of restrictions and regulations on people serving food. So like you couldn't just start serving food from your house. You couldn't start cooking. You could like under the table just do plates for your friends and stuff like that. But like, you know, if
Yeah, but the
the
health department wasn't
if the
coming out. You
health
had to have
department were to
separate
find out that you
kitchen.
were pushing
Yeah.
out food like that, they would come do inspections. You would have to pass all kind of stuff, whatever. But when COVID came, they relaxed the restrictions on stuff
Right.
like that to where you can do other kinds of foods just out of your home without all those without getting licenses and state board tests and all that kind of stuff.
Well, some
So
of them are though. Some of
some of
them,
them do.
yes. Some of the,
Yeah, I
a
just
lot
wanted to
of them
clarify
don't.
that for the audience because CeCe was saying like before and then now. I just wanted them to understand what it was. So
That's what's up.
all right.
Appreciate you. Good mom. All right, so got another one for you, CeCe.
Mm-hmm.
You stated that teamwork makes the dream work in the cake world. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is like, it just makes a lot of sense. When you watch these baker shows, cake wars.
Because I'm gonna get into that.
You know, cake. You got cake wars. You got all these cake shows where they got teams. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's just stick to cake wars. It's never one person on there baking all the stuff, running around. They even give you a whole team, okay, at the end when you do the finale part. But for the most part, it's always two people. So I went into business solo. I ran it 5 years. I was the baker, the decorator, the cashier, the customer service, the cleanup crew. I was everything. I was everything, and I did too much by myself. I don't recommend that. Okay. Like, I have a whole list of stuff that I don't recommend no more. And that's number one at the list. Why do it by yourself? There's other girls or other people, other bakers, I'm sorry to say people, but other bakers that do same profession, but different work. Somebody may be good at macaroons, making cookies, baking, sweet potato pies. I literally don't like to do that stuff. I am a cake artist. I like to make the stuff look very pretty, presentable. I like to make it taste good, but as far as like waking up in the middle of the night saying, "Ooh, I got a recipe in my head," that would never be me. Never be me, right? So why would I not want to merge with somebody who does very good at that? That's their niche and my niche, and we tag team. It can be 4 of us, 5 of us. If everybody just brought their talents to the table and everybody pitched in and shared all the legal space, rent, utilities to run oh my God.
Well, let me first say this. I agree with you. That's where collaboration is very important.
Very important.
And that's one thing I try to encourage
very
people.
Important.
Is no matter what you're doing out here, you still cannot be afraid to grow, collaborate with someone. And
it's not a competition when you collab. It's not a competition when you collab,
And then the thing is, with being an entrepreneur, most of us in the beginning is what we call a solopreneur. Mm-hmm. We're doing it all ourselves until you get a grasp of what you just said. I'm good at this. This is my niche. This is my passion. I don't come up with recipes off the top of my head in the middle of the dream. So if you decide to do a competition, or if you want to expand your business, then that teamwork has to happen. Yeah. And what I like about what you said is, I was going to ask you, have you ever thought about being on one of them spring baking championships, or the summer baking, the Halloween, the best baker in America, and all of that?
The Food Network called me one day. His name was Rocky, and he called me from the Food Network, and he asked me to be on their Christmas cookies show.
Okay.
And I don't make cookies.
You don't make I was about to answer that, but you don't make cookies.
And I had to tell him that too. I said, listen, I can give you a list of girls that do. I just don't. And I could lie and say I do and take all this time and learn it. But I don't want to get on national TV and look like a fool. I don't want to not win. If I'm going to go on a competition show, I want to win. So I don't want to play myself. So I told him straight up, I said, I don't know how to make cookies. I said, but if you ever have a cake show, call me back. And he was like, I will. But yeah.
Well, yeah, you want to get up there with Big Duff.
Man.
They're known for the cakes. All right. Well, let's go through a couple more cakes here. Let's see what we got here. All right. Talk about that one.
So this is a beautiful wedding cake, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All fake.
What you mean all fake? You can't eat it?
You cannot eat it. Now, there will be a piece I cut out. It's all styrofoam, and
Okay.
it's all buttercream. But what I do is, this is it's called a faux cake. A faux cake. Okay.
Right.
I recommend these cakes if you're going to have an outdoor event, outdoor wedding, outdoor, party, and you want the cake on display for hours at a time. I don't recommend a
Okay.
real cake. I just don't, And so I will cut out a piece at the bottom and mark it on the plate. So if you are going to take pictures and you're going to cut the cake, you can really cut it and have a piece of cake in your hand and feed it and for your pictures. But the rest of it is styrofoam, and that is so like the new thing that I love to do, because look at that, it's beautiful. Because once you cut that, the table's all dirty and half the cake not even being ate, and
Right.
so when you have a faux cake, you're supposed to go have cake cut up in the back of the kitchen, have it on plates, and have people roll it out and serve it to your guests. You don't have them wait no line to get a piece of cake on their plate. Like that's no.
Okay.
Do it this way. Then you don't spend thousands of dollars on cake and then you complain nobody ate it.
Well, you just taught me something, because I thought you could eat that cake, but I'm not a cake eater, so that don't faze me none. So
Yeah. Now I can get you a real one like that, but I recommend
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense, right? Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about it. Good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah, and then I can get that back and reuse it for another person. It's a win-win.
That's what's up. All right, let's talk about these.
So, okay. So top left, I was leery on putting that one there, but
What is that?
You don't see, you can't tell what that is?
Oh, no wonder. But go ahead, talk about the other stuff you got going on.
Yeah. So skip that one, okay. And the one, okay, so the top right is a realistic.
You need some water.
I know, I do have some. It's a realistic dog cake. Like,
okay.
It was so cute. I'm sorry. And because I can hear Derek laughing. And the cowboy boot and the cowboy hat cake is all edible. The nurse cake was all edible except for the syringes on top. I love that cake. And then the strawberries at the bottom. Now there's a little homage to you guys on the bottom right. There you go. But I just want to show that I do a little bit of everything and that I really love what I do. It's really my one good talent that
well, hey, we appreciate you with that one. All right, let's go. Let's dive into another topic. CeCe, you ready?
Thank you. Yes.
All right, let's talk about the misconception on custom cake prices. I know you spoke a little bit about that.
Yeah.
But let's go in a little bit of detail with that.
Okay, so
let's be real. Let's put it out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how to start. Okay, but
open your mouth and talk.
Anything custom costs money.
It costs.
Anything. You can go buy a cowboy hat. It's gonna cost $10. But if you want a custom cowboy hat, it's probably gonna cost you $110.
It's gonna cost you $110.
Absolutely right. Now you can go get the little $10 hat, or you can get the $110 hat. So when it comes to cakes, people, they have this misconception like it's just cake. Why does it cost $100? You're not just paying $100 for the cake. You're paying for the custom part of it. Okay, because now once you pay me, your deposit, my brain starts working on your order. Right. You may not even need it for 7 days. I'm already working today. Right. I have to order things, go buy things. I may travel to 3-4 stores to make sure I have everything that I need for your order. So all this is entail up into that day. If we got paid by the hour, cakes should cost $500. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to put something together, unless you are in a kitchen in a grocery store to where they have multiple on-hand items and you don't have to go out and find them or prepare for them, you know? So people need to understand that it's time consuming, and it's a process, and it's art, and we just want to get paid for our talent. Like,
Well,
if an artist makes a painting, he wants to get paid for that painting, right?
That's gonna cost you anywhere from $600 to $1,500 off top.
So
I'm telling you that right now. That's the minimum.
It is so stressful because we have to make sure it tastes good, look good, nobody's going to get sick, and then after we give it to you, we have to worry about the people that don't eat it for 2-3 days, and now you know, so it's so stressful.
Well, you know, let me give you a little. This is not going to be Dr. Woods advice. This is going to be chop advice. All right.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to get to the point where you don't give a care about. Let me say this in a nice way, like you. Sometimes you have to get to the point that you cannot be concerned about people that do not want to pay for anything custom. And you should not have to make excuses.
Yes.
Good. You should not make excuses. And this is for the audience. If you out there, you're doing something that's custom, and you stand on it, and you stand with it, and you stand in it, and you know what you're doing is putting in time. Time is money, and money is time. If people don't want to pay you for that,
strangers will make you realize that you are worth what you say you are when you say it to people that you do know on a different level, you know, or people that know of you. It would be the strangers that would pay the invoice in 2 minutes versus somebody else say, let me go ask my husband, or let me get back to you, or I'm still thinking about it. Those are not my customers. Okay. I know. Those are not
okay.
And I say, okay, yeah, sure. Because what can I say? Like, I understand everybody and for everybody.
You know, and this is my thing, and it goes with so many things that we talk about on the show. You can go to the gym, but some people actually need a trainer.
Yes.
You can go talk with a therapist. Some people actually need a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Right.
You can go booking online for ways to become a better you in the workplace. Some people need people like me, a consultant, a coach that has the experience and the training to tell you where you got to go. And all of this stuff is custom fit for you. You know what I'm saying? And
it's your time and your time is valuable. It could be, you could be doing something else. So why would you do it for free?
Man, let me tell you one thing, how I am big on my time. This is probably about 15 years ago. I went to an interview, and I tell you, I felt like they was wasting my time. And I told them 2 people that were sitting there doing that interview, I said, we didn't talk about nothing about this business. We didn't talk about no behavior to analyze, if I knew the information. This was a waste of time. And I had to tell them my time is valuable, and I value my time. And I think you all should be the same way. If you already know you have somebody hired for this position, at least act the part, number one, and do the interview. Stop wasting people's time. And that's one thing I take serious. And one of my friends said, man, you impatient. No, I'm not impatient. I understand my value.
Yes.
And if people don't understand your value, then if you don't understand your value, you can expect someone else to understand your value.
True. Yeah. True. Yeah. That's why I like the online form for people that are serious about ordering a cake, because it's self-explanatory. And if I talk to you on the phone and you're like, I kind of want something, like, I can't see your visual, and it's better for you just to fill out the form for me. And then, if we need to talk, we can talk then. But normally, Yeah, it's just wasting time. Like, just fill out the form. You know, you do that on Uber. You don't talk to nobody when you order your Uber meal. Absolutely nobody. You fill it out on the form, and then they show up with your food. And I
Now,
mean, I
you
know
know,
customer service is big, but it's time. And
you,
I
you,
just
you know, I'm old fashioned. I have yet to Uber food. I can't. That don't make sense to me. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense to me. I can't do it. I can't do
really,
it. No, I
yeah.
can't do it. It's too many hands touching my food. I can't do it. And I done seen them jokers get in that
It
bag
comes with
and
a
get
big sticker on it and everything.
yeah, but I done seen them jokers get a French fry about that bag. I done been in the restaurant and seen them do it going to the car. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Wow.
I'm no good. Then
Yeah.
they probably drunk out your drink. I'm just messing around. All right, CeCe, I got another one for you.
Okay.
With everything that you got going on, being a family woman and everything, how do you find work-life balance? What does that look like for CeCe Carson,
Well,
the cake lady?
right now, Cake Lady has been not as busy as she normally is.
Okay.
I've had a lot of downtime, a lot of time to think about digital products, try to think about digital marketing, and doing other things, teaching, because my hands are not gonna work forever. Hopefully they do, but
Okay.
I've been doing cakes for almost 30 years, and sometimes it takes a toll on you. And so I want to right now I just have so much free time that I've just been thinking about other things, other avenues that I can do
So
now.
the teaching part, have you thought about hitting one of them like one of them TCAT schools or one of them schools that actually does culinary?
No, not teaching like that. I mean, like I can like do like one-on-one or a group setting. Like if I had a place where I can do like a group setting, I can teach a group of people how to make cakes. I've taught
Okay.
somebody on virtual how to do chocolate covered strawberries, and she killed it, and then for Valentine's Day she sold them to her family and friends, and did very well, very well. And
So
so
let me
I'm
ask you this.
teachable. I can teach anybody how to.
So is there a way, and let's go and put this out there. We're gonna do this about 2 or 3 more times before we get off. What's the best
Okay.
way for people to contact you?
Okay, so they can contact me either on Facebook. They can find me on TikTok or Instagram. It's Cakes and Sweets by CeCe. Instagram, it's Cakes and Sweets by CeCe, but instead of, I have two on Instagram. One was hacked, and one is active. So you can probably tell which one is hacked because it stopped like at Valentine's Day last year. And then the active one, it's more recent. But the one that was hacked has like every cake I've ever done up until that point. And it just
Okay.
broke my heart that I got hacked and they wouldn't let me reclaim my page back. But it's still there. You can still view all my work. I'm on Facebook, Cakes and Sweets by CeCe. And my link is to my cake page is on Facebook. Because I don't know that one. I don't have like a cute hip name. You gotta go through the link.
And so if people want, let's go to this. I'm an instant guy. So if people want to be able to get to you and they want lessons on certain things, can they do that through those links, or what do they
Yeah,
have to do?
we can discuss that, but I'm gonna within a few weeks I'm gonna come up with a little intro
Well,
to that of services that I'm gonna start providing, hopefully.
okay. The reason I say that is you put it out there,
Mm-hmm.
and as this stuff become, disseminated different
Yeah.
places,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I,
Hey, I'll welcome it. I will talk with anybody if they're interested. Now, if they're interested, then that motivates me. But If I'm just doing it on my terms, then it's up to me and Chat GPT. That's my new BFF, and we've been working it out.
All right, well, let's dive through a couple more cakes, and then we're gonna have a couple more questions, and we're gonna get up out of here. Let's go ahead. Right. What we got here?
So that is a book cake. So one of my customers asked me to replicate this cake. It went viral everywhere on she asked me to replicate it, and I'm good about replicating stuff with my own twist.
Okay.
With my own twist. I can give you exactly what you want with my own twist.
All right.
Now that cake, that was a fun cake, Michael Jackson. With Miss Scamp on there, Miss Mary Franklin. Minister Mary Franklin. She's a Michael Jackson lover.
Okay. And so you can't eat this whole cake, correct?
You can eat. Okay, everything is edible except for the flowers and the glove. The glove you can, but if you peel the glitters off the glove, you can eat the glove. I don't recommend it, but
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see. We got one more. What
okay.
We got here?
Have you heard of Cameo Bobo?
No.
She has a talk show in Nashville, and so that was for her. I think it was for the opening of her show or her last show. I think it was for her last show. But yeah, she has that would be a good person to interview too, and vice versa. Get on her show. You got to look her up.
You make it happen, CeCe. You make it happen.
Cameo Bobo show. Yeah, she's right there in Nashville.
All right, that's what's up. And what kind of cake is that? Is it a basic cake with a microphone?
So that the microphone is made out of chocolate. I think I made it out of chocolate, either fondant or chocolate. I do so many cakes. Sometimes I look at my cakes and I'll be like, how did I do that? Like, I just do it. And so that is probably a half sheet, a quarter sheet, I'm not sure. And because just looking at it, sometimes pictures could be deceiving, but yeah, just a lot of chocolate pieces on there and an edible picture on there. And
Okay, cool.
I love that cake.
That's what's up. All right, well, let's get back to the topic that we did a little bit. Custom cakes are a luxury. And
they're a luxury.
Yeah.
Not a necessity. Now you can't have all these balloons and all this beautiful decorations and have a Walmart cake sitting on your table. Don't do that. But if that's what you have to do, do it. But tell Walmart to make it match, to make it fit. Like people don't really like we're always the last on the list. And I like to go when they have a nice cake at a party, and I like to go through the list and see who they all thanks. Like thank the designer and thank the photographer and thank this and that. Cake is always at the bottom. And I'm like, wow. Like we're the ones that's gonna be in the pictures, all our cakes. Everybody tasted it. Everybody said it was good. Like why we get the smallest cake people get the shortest end of stick. And
you take that a little personal, don't you?
It's my perfect. Because listen, there's a birthday every day. There's a cake made every day. Somebody blow out a candle every day.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why our profession is just such the like, oh, I don't pay for that. They'll go get their nails done and pay $50 every 2 weeks. That's $100 a month. But you get your hair done $50 every 2 weeks, or $100 every 2 weeks, right?
That's because society has gotten into the importance of self-care.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't see.
I understand that.
I'm just saying they don't see that as a necessity. It's a luxury.
That's a luxury.
You just identified it. It's a luxury.
Yes, that's
because
like
for myself, I don't eat cake.
Mm-hmm.
I like to look at them when they all designed and fixed up like that. I'm like, I wonder what did they do to do that? Like I'm a big Food Network junkie. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like to watch the desserts.
Ah.
I don't like to watch the dessert shows and all these baking shows. But when I do tune in to a
It's
show,
fascinating, right? It's fascinating.
I mean, it's amazing how they make stuff and make people look like they flying or jumping it. I mean, all of that. I give the credit to the art. Yes. It is a skill, and then still make it where people can eat it. I think that is amazing.
Amazing.
But you know, just it's one of the things that you got to trust the process of what you love.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is for everybody. No matter what it is, you got people that's gonna be like, well, I don't really get into that. I don't get into that. I don't get it. Sometimes you just can't care. You just gotta trust the process. This is what you love to do. This is your passion. You keep doing it. Don't worry about the haters that don't believe in it, because if everything was that easy to do, everybody be doing it.
We're doing it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think the important piece that you identify is sometimes you got to be in the right market area. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to do that.
That's why I feel, yes, I know. And I feel like I have outgrown this market area. It's nothing against Clarksville. It's nothing against this town. It's been good to me 21 years, Yeah. But I am ready to go where my phone is ringing off the hooks, like wedding cakes, birthday cake. I want that adrenaline back again. I haven't had that, I want to be where it's known for parties, elegant parties and extravagance. I want to be wherever that is, that's where I want to be.
All right. Well, let's get ready to wrap this up, CeCe. First of all, do you have anything you want to ask me? I always like to ask people that before we get ready to wrap up. You got anything you want to ask me?
I was going to ask you what all that smoke was, but you said it was
I'm incense. I'm an incense man. I'm an incense.
Like, what is all that smoke over there?
I done had people be like, man, I know he ain't wasting a good I'm an incense man.
Okay. I appreciate you thinking about me and having me on to talk about and let me rant and stuff. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. My thing is there's different people that have different passions, and there's somebody out there that wants some type of service. And a lot of times when it comes to our community, they really don't know how to get it. There's a person or get to that person. There's a person that's out there doing it. But a lot of times we don't know. So I just want to be able to bring that exposure to whoever that person is, just to continue to educate our community that, hey, if you're looking for, in this situation, somebody that do a great custom cake, hey, there go Cake Lady CeCe. All right, CeCe, leave us with a closing remark and give them the information how to contact you again.
Okay, so I have a model that I love. Birthdays come once a year, so why not make it perfect? It's just once a year. You get one birthday, so you got to have a birthday cake. I really don't care where you get it from. Just have a cake, just have a cake, a cupcake. But you can find me on all socials, Cakes and Sweets by CeCe. You can Google me, Cake Lady CeCe in Clarksville, and everything will pop up. I should still be number one in Google, in my Google search. But and if you ever need anything custom, I'll try to help you the best that I can with the knowledge that I have. I'm close to 30 years, and I love what I do. And I'm not going to stop until I have to.
Not gonna stop, don't stop. Hey,
not gonna stop, won't stop.
Hey, CeCe, I want to thank you for being on. I want to thank my audience for joining in. Hey, remember this: no matter what you going on in life, no matter what you have going on in life, remember your value. That's to the audience. Remember your value. If you don't value yourself, don't expect someone else to put value in you. Understand? All right. We're about to get up out of here. Once again, we're going to thank CeCe for joining us. And we're going to do this the same time. Hold on. think somebody said something, CeCe.
Okay.
They said, thanks, CeCe, for sharing your passion.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Remember, small victories lead to greater success. I am Dr. Woods, and you have just been hit by the R.A.W approach. Peace out.